In this video, I'm going to be trying out Giovanni hair products for the first time. I'm going to show you how I got these wash day results from start to finish. So let's go ahead and get started. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Gina and I make videos all about naturally curly hair, and I try and simplify things for beginners so that everyone can achieve healthy hair. So let's first talk about the products that I'm going to be testing out in this video, and then we will jump into the wash day routine. So I recently received these products from Giovanni as a gift, but they don't know that I'm making this video, so this video is not sponsored. I wasn't required to do a video or anything. So I am going to just be walking you through how I'm testing these, what my first impression is, and kind of give you a review firsthand so you can see my first impression reaction. So I decided today to use the Smooth as Silk Deep Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner, so you'll get to see my first impressions on that, and I will actually show you how I use them on my hair in the shower. But they did also send over the Tea Tree Triple Treat Invigorating Shampoo and the conditioner in the Tea Tree line. I didn't get to really try these out today, although I did use the conditioner a little bit to detangle before I shampooed just to try it. But this was the one product I didn't get to try out in this video, so if you do want to see my thoughts on this Tea Tree shampoo, definitely let me know. This one seems to be more clarifying. I didn't really need to clarify today, so I went with the Smooth as Silk line. Then you'll get to see me use the Direct Leave-In Weightless Moisture Conditioner and the LA Hold Styling Gel. I've heard so many good things about this gel, so you'll get to see how I use that. And I also used a little bit of this hair styling foam, which is a clear foam that you could use for volume and to add a little bit of hold and texture to your hair. So let's jump into the wash day routine. I've already dry detangled my hair. I actually have a video all about how to do that. I will link below if you're interested. That's why it was all brushed out, but I like to detangle my hair before shampoo. So I'm first gonna go in with the Tea Tree conditioner. I'm not using the Tea Tree line really in this video, but I did want to try out this conditioner. So I thought, why not use it just to further detangle before I shampoo. It had great slip. It was very lightweight. If you're not a fan of dry detangling, I would at least try out detangling with a little conditioner before your shampoo. It helps so much because then you can just get a deeper cleanse and you don't have a bunch of tangles in the way. Then I'm going in with the Smooth as Silk shampoo, and this has a milky pearl color to it. So anytime that you have a shampoo that has a white color to it, it usually means it's more moisturizing and not going to be as harsh, whereas clear shampoos are usually more clarifying. This had such a good lather to it. I was really surprised. I didn't expect this to have a very good lather to it because it did say it was more gentle, but I got a very good cleanse out of it. My scalp felt really nice. It did lather up really great. I definitely probably used too much product. I definitely didn't need that much. Then I'm just going in with my Minya Beauty scalp massager, and this is just great at further removing buildup from your scalp. It really helps to get in there, and I love the flexible bristles that the scalp massager has because it doesn't just rough up my hair more and it doesn't cause me to get too much shedding. Then I'm just rinsing that out, and I definitely noticed when I added more water, it lathered up even more, which was nice. I love that I can still get my hands through my hair after shampooing. That's how you know that it was not too harsh. Then I like to just check my scalp and make sure that it's fully clean and I don't have any sebum buildup. So that's what I was doing here. I did see a little bit on my fingers when I gently scratched my scalp. So I just went back in with a little bit more shampoo. Sometimes I do this if I feel like my scalp is still a little bit dirty in certain areas, or maybe I missed some areas. Sometimes if you haven't washed your hair in a while or you have product buildup, you need to double cleanse to get all of it off. Now I'm using the Smooth as Silk conditioner. I went in with quite a bit of this, probably didn't need this much product, but I wasn't going to deep condition today, so I wanted to make sure I fully conditioned all of my hair. So I just applied all of that. I mainly focus on the ends, and then whatever is left on my hair, I bring it up to the root. This was very moisturizing and had a lot of slip. You can see how easily my fingers are just gliding through my hair. If you have very tingly hair, very damaged hair, high porosity hair, any of those hair types that tend to get a lot of tangles when you're washing, this is definitely a great option because it had a lot of slip to it. It was very rich and nourishing too. I didn't find it to be too heavy though, which was awesome. I wanted to let it sit on my hair a little bit longer, so I did put it up in one of my Minya conditioner coils, and I let this sit for about 5 minutes before I rinsed it out. One little tip, if you struggle with conditioner weighing your hair down, like if you have fine hair, make sure you are really scrubbing your scalp when you are rinsing out your conditioner. Sometimes conditioner can really stick to our skin, so just make sure you're really getting in there and massaging your scalp with the pads of your fingers to make sure all that conditioner is off. Then I also wanted to test out the hair turban from Giovanni. I couldn't figure out how to tie it though because it didn't seem like it was long enough, and I didn't want to stretch my hair too much because I didn't want to cause breakage. So I kind of just pulled it around to the side to be able to hook it. I don't know if I did that right though. It was super absorbent though. So I just got done doing my makeup and I ended up taking my hair out of this turban. I did not like it because it just was too tight. Maybe I wasn't putting it on right, but I Googled how to put it on and I did have it on right. I couldn't get the loop to hook on the back of the button without it like pulling really tight. And I hate tension on my hair when my hair is wet. I'm always scared of breakage and I don't want to have to twist my hair up. So ended up taking it off. I'm not sure, maybe I'll try that again, but let me know if you think I was putting it on wrong. So you guys are getting to see how my hair looks air dried. Completely product free right now, and this is how it looks. Overall, it's so much better than it used to be before when I was still transitioning. So now I need to re-wet my hair because it was air drying as I was doing my makeup. So I just re-wet it and I loosely wrapped it up in my hair repair towel, which is my favorite hair towel because I can put it on loosely, so I'm just kind of blotting my roots. So it is a little bit tangled just from where I flipped over to wet my hair, but that will be good because I'll get to see how well this leave-in conditioner detangles. So this is the Giovanni Direct Leave-In Weightless Moisture Conditioner. It says this is for all hair types and it has a level 2 on the conditioning side. I like how they have that level there on the back. So this is silicone free. It says that it has panthenol in it, cetyl alcohol, aloe, grapefruit extract, sunflower seed oil, soybean seed extract, and mallow extract. I wonder if that's the same thing as marshmallow extract, which is super slippery. I'm actually gonna take my Minia brush and just gently brush through. Sometimes I like to hold my brush like this, and that's just so I get more control. So it feels very smooth, very rich on the hair, so very thick. Feels very moisturized, it detangled great. So then I also got this Mousse Air Turbocharge Hair Styling Foam Medium to Firm Hold. It says it gives body, volume, and texture to the hair. So because this gives some texture, I think I'm just going to apply a little bit to my roots. I'm just kind of working that in. It smells really good too. I don't want a lot though. I don't love a lot of product directly on my scalp. So that was the clear foam, and then now I'm going to go in with the LA Hold Styling Gel. I've heard so many good things about this. This says strong hold. The consistency of it looks kind of like it might not be moisturizing because it's completely clear, but it actually does say that it has aloe in it, which tends to be pretty moisturizing. It has sunflower seed oil, soybean seed. It also has that mallow extract, which is in the leave-in. It does have VPVA copolymer, which is what gives it hold. Vitamin E, grapefruit seed oil, and some other natural extracts. So I love that this is on the natural side, especially with it being so affordable. This actually says work through damp or dry hair and style as desired. So I'm surprised it doesn't say, oh, it's really hard to distribute. So it's super thick. So it's very thick and I don't want to say sticky, but you see how it's kind of like straightening out my hair? It's hard to distribute. It's very thick and like sticking in my hands. Not sticky consistency, but like, I feel like I need to add some water. Let's add some water to it in my palms and kind of rub it together. I'm glad I already detangled my hair because this would be impossible to apply. So I'm going in with about that much, so probably a dime size amount on this side. It's really hard to work this through my hair. It's super thick. Usually when I have a thick gel, I'll dilute it with some water, but then it might reduce the hold. It's interesting that it says apply to damp or dry hair on the directions, because how in the world could you work a thick gel through damp hair? My hair is actually pretty wet, actually more wet probably than I normally style it. I just figured that's what I needed for these products, but maybe it needed to be less wet based on the directions, but I don't know how I would possibly get it through. So as you can see, as I'm kind of pulling it through, it is like stretching out my hair, so I'm definitely gonna have to scrunch here in a minute. I think I am gonna comb this through. I don't always do this, but I feel like it's hard to distribute. So the brush will help make sure everything is evenly coated with gel. I like my hair to be completely coated with gel because I like strong hold, and I don't like to get any areas that are frizzy. Okay, so now I'm gonna wet my hands. I do feel like I have too much leave-in in my hair. Maybe that's what it is. So now I'm gonna take my Be Hairful brush and just create a few ringlets. Nothing too crazy. I didn't want to define my entire head. The first time I like to try out products, I like to sort of do just an easy method of raking and scrunching in products because it's the quickest method instead of like sectioning and defining every single curl. But if I don't like my results when I first try it with an easy method, then I'll go in and do like sectioning or try something else. Because you never know, sometimes it could be just your application technique of why something didn't turn out the best versus the product. So always try multiple techniques. I think I have too much product and too much water in my hair. Like I'm seeing the product on the brush, so I definitely feel like I have too much. So because I have so much product in my hair, I don't know how I ended up applying too much. I'm going to use my hair repair towel to scrunch out excess, which if I do wet styling, I do this anyways. It's basically called micro popping, and it's where you just squeeze out the excess water with product in. So as you can see, look at all that product that came out. I don't know if you can see, so it's like all white. I should have scrunched with my hands first to kind of make the leave-in soak into my hair. Okay, so I'm going to go in with just a tiny bit of gel, only because I'm worried I just scrunched the majority of it out and won't have hold, so I always do this. Unless if I know that I don't need any more hold with the gel, like if it's one that I've used before, then I won't do this. But since I've never used it, I'd rather use too much than not enough, I guess. So I just mix it with some water, I wet my hands, and now I'm going to kind of scrunch and glaze. So I just kind of smooth over any frizz, which I really don't have much. Definitely need to add some more water. If your hands start to stick to your hair, that will cause frizz, so just wet your hands before doing this. A good rule of thumb is always touch wet hair with wet hands and dry hair with dry hands, and that will prevent sticking, which causes frizz. So for the other side, I'm just doing like a little pea-sized amount and adding some water. I feel like I'm pretty good. This is my wet results. I'm gonna go ahead and go diffuse, and I will be back after I'm done diffusing. All right, y'all, here are my final results after diffusing. I did not have to scrunch out the crunch because I don't really have much of a cast at all. I have a little bit through here, but this side feels very soft. It feels very soft and touchable. The curls are definitely very clumped, as you can see, thanks to my Be Careful brush and the way that I scrunch afterwards that really locks those clumps in place. And I styled pretty wet, which tends to give me some more clumps, whereas when I do more damp styling, I get more separated voluminous curls. But I do still feel like I got a lot of volume. Because it is a stronghold gel, I'm a little confused as to why it is so soft and I don't have any cast. Also, whenever I style my hair wet instead of damp, I usually have to diffuse so much longer, so my dry time was doubled this time, and I tend to get less hold. And I think that's just because I have to diffuse so long, so I think that's also what can really break up the cast. So I didn't have to scrunch out the crunch at all. I don't really have anything to scrunch out. I can fluff the roots some more, so maybe I'll do that now, but I do feel the foam at my roots a little bit. Like I do feel like I have texture, which is great. That definitely gave me some volume. So now that you've seen my wash day results, let's talk a little bit about my final thoughts on these products. So first off, the Smooth as Silk Deep Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner. I really liked these. I was definitely shocked at how much this shampoo lathered up. I thought it was going to be super gentle just because of the way that it is labeled, says it's for damaged hair, but I do think it would be good for damaged hair because it was very moisturizing and it didn't tangle up my hair or anything like that. I could still get my hands through my hair after using it. I did have to double cleanse, but I think I just had some buildup on my scalp, so if your hair doesn't get clean the first time, just go in with a little bit more shampoo for a second cleanse. The conditioner, I really liked this one, had a ton of slip. I liked how this had some protein because I don't think the stylers that I used had protein, so this was my main source of protein for the day. And then the Direct Leave-In Weightless Moisture Conditioner. This one, I don't know if it's weightless. I feel like this was a little bit on the heavy side, but I probably just used too much. I definitely used too much in my hair, so that's probably what the problem was. But this was very moisturizing. It definitely detangled. It was great at creating curl clumps. It was definitely more of a cream to me than a leave-in. So it definitely seemed to be more like a styling cream. So I would use this again under any gel or under a mousse. This was great, highly recommend. And then the LA Hold Styling Gel. This says strong hold. You guys know, as I was just saying, I feel like I got a medium hold out of it, but I think it's because I just had too much water in my hair. So you live and you learn. Definitely next time when I try it out, I'm gonna try it out a little bit differently, but I'm loving these results and I've been really enjoying a softer look lately, so I'm not upset that I didn't get enough hold. I think I was expecting a super strong hold that you almost couldn't scrunch out, but it is good to know that you can scrunch out the cast and you can adjust your hold based on how you style, how much water is in your hair. So keep that in mind. Don't be scared of strong hold gel because it will keep your style lasting longer throughout the week, and you have the option to scrunch it out if you don't want that hard, crunchy look. It was not drying at all. It's actually pretty moisturizing, very thick, I think because it does have some like aloe vera in it. It has some oils in it, like sunflower seed oil. So it didn't weigh down my hair though. Love the clumps that I got. The volume's amazing. So definitely we'll be trying this one out again a couple more times. And then I also enjoyed the styling foam. I don't feel like I have any buildup on my scalp. I hate using foams and mousses that make my hair sticky. This one did not make my roots sticky. I do have some good texture that I was able to use to kind of fluff and create volume. I don't know if my styling techniques and the products is what gave me volume, or if it was just from using this mousse of why I have so much volume. But it did work great, no complaints at all. So I was highly impressed with all of these products. I expected to maybe not like some of them, but for being drugstore products that are cruelty-free, they're vegan, they have natural botanical ingredients, it's recyclable packaging, like all that for it being at this affordable drugstore price is amazing. And I know they are more accessible because I've heard a lot of you that are not based in the US are able to find these at international stores. So that is amazing. So that is it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this. Make sure you stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I am gonna have that top 10 gels video coming very soon. I've got a lot of testing that I still need to do, so it might be a couple of weeks, but it is coming. I'm almost done with it. I just want to kind of tweak it a little bit more and test out some gels a little bit more to get my final top 10 gels. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already and if you enjoyed this free content, and I will talk to you in next week's video. Bye everyone.